Traders, welcome back. Episode 47. And Connor, thank you for joining us again.
You're welcome, Scotty. How are you?
I'm very well. And before I forget, we were just talking about risk disclaimers, guys. All right. So Connor and I are actually both live trading again, and we're presenting that to you. So, guys, what we're saying is this is educational and entertaining. You know, we talk about a lot of stuff. We're not encouraging you to buy or sell any of these currency pairs. Please be careful when you trade. A recommendation would probably be to find Walter Peters. He's got a lot of YouTube content, and if you're really interested, I would probably recommend you getting onto the forum. You'll meet a lot of good guys. Drop us a question if you want to learn more about backtesting. We've got a link in the description section to learn how to backtest at a discount as well with the software. And don't risk money that you can't afford to lose as well, okay? So if we are getting more guys that have lost a lot of money from Bitcoin, welcome to Forex. This is, you can still lose a lot of money very fast, but this is a little bit more boring and sort of, less crazy, would you say, Connor, than,
volatility is the word, Scotty.
Yes, volatility. Yeah, thank you for that's right. Okay, so look, we've got your trade up to start, the Aussie Kiwi. What are your thoughts on this one?
It's eating dust at the moment. In saying that, it's getting a bit of a bounce at the moment. It's now up to about the 1.0955 as we currently speak.
Yep.
So we'll see what goes on. I was speaking to you off camera before. I just don't like how far down it's gone, especially as you can see that bullish candle about 3 candles ago. And for me, my experience in testing and back testing, it's not looking good. But also, too, with my strategy, it's only a 45% win rate. It's got a 1.6% R, so that's how it's profitable.
Yeah. So what that means, guys, is that let's say you risk $100, you want to let that go to $160 as an average winner. So the average winner is 160.
Yeah. So over my sample size, the average winner was $160. So that means every time I took a trade, I would win $160.
Yep. And that's important. Yeah. So you want to if it's in a little bit of profit.
That's what it means. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So what you'll see is if a trade is winning, Connor's going to let that trade go. So it's important to understand that even though there is money on the table, there's, human nature is to take that money. But that's what makes trading difficult, is that when you are in a winning position, that's when managing that situation is very, very important. You have to do what you did in your testing. So where's the stop on this? Is it the 109, 208?
I have, because as you know, I use the Awanda platform to make my actual trade, and I use this to look at just for a psychological thing. I don't like to see what's happening with my money. So as you can see at the bottom of the green box, there are just 3 wicks sticking out.
Yep.
And I've got my stop loss, just under those, about a millimetre underneath.
I see. Yeah, I get that. So look,
you got a dog barking out there.
Yeah, it is. We've got a dog. Yeah,
I didn't even know you had a dog.
No, it was only a recent thing. We got it from Queensland, so it's not a puppy, but it likes attention. But hopefully it's not gonna.
Always good to have in the middle.
I walked it as well, but I gave it a bone, but I think it still wants attention. So hopefully it doesn't ruin the audio too much. But I think it's okay if we both got our headphones in. So guys, that's the Aussie Kiwi trade, and now we'll go to this one's a bit of a doozy right here. The New Zealand US dollar. When will the stop loss be moved again for you here, Connor?
See, this is a part of the strategy. It's I need a dip to happen.
Yep. And
I haven't seen a dip yet. And I was talking to you that actually, although I'm doing well in this, once I get up to about the 73.90 mark, I'm nearly at 2 to 1.
Yep.
So, but I need something to give me to see that it's like a higher low to put underneath it.
Yep.
And that to be, my little bit of a blanket, for something to put my stop loss under.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it keeps dipping, I might lose a lot. But like I said, that's just something that I have to deal with. It's at break even, so it's a little bit past break even actually. So I guess I can just relax a bit. But
Yeah. No, it is, and that's the thing, guys. You've just got to let it do like it did in the back testing, but obviously it's a patience thing because back testing is just to press at the space bar. It's all very quick. So, look, that looks. I mean, it still looks pretty good. Like you said though, a dip would be good to see. So we'll go to the Euro Swissy now, and this is what 60 plus days into this trade or so.
This is, if you guys can bear with me quickly, I'll just find out straight away. It is spot on. It's bang on. This is the 61st day.
Yep.
With not much.
It was looking good. A little like earlier in the is it the daily? Yeah. So a few days ago it was okay, like last week, late last week. But now it's sort of back to who knows. I mean, we could see another little sort of dip and then a bounce, but it seems to like that trend line. So this could be a point of interest potentially, but definitely a test of patience for everyone watching.
I was surprised it didn't break out further than this because that sort of level of the 1.17325 that you've got up there, that was a real part of resistance. That was a serious thing that took a long time to get through, and then it busted through it. Now it's come back down. Maybe it'll touch it and bust back up. Who knows?
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? Like it certainly has the potential to have a nice little bullish run. But that's the Euro Swissy, guys. And now we've got the pound US dollar. So this wasn't a trade that you took, but I pretty much got in. I actually got in at 1.38230. So I got in before that candle, that big bullish candle closed, just before it closed, and then this kangaroo tail printed, which is probably, I mean, just looking at that sort of looks pretty bearish. It's not ideal, but what's your sort of take on this? Why didn't you?
The candle's not great. Like that's a symbol for those who don't know of price rejection.
Yep.
But however, that needs to be in combination with a resistance zone.
Yeah.
If it's not, maybe it'll just keep going up. As you can see from, I'm not sure if you've got my chart up there. It looks like
I do. Yep.
There's this sort of last kiss thing going on, which means it's gone back down and touched the box, and it looks like it might go back up. Who knows? But it's not looking too bad.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting. Like when I saw this, and then I realized it's not on resistance, and I was like, well, okay, because I got in before that printed and sort of occurred, so I was like, oh, this is it's interesting. But I mean, I've got it now on my charts, and if you sort of, once you're in the trade, guys, it's very important that you don't just close it out if something happens that you don't like the look of. So I will be in this, and we'll see if it turns into a bit of a roller coaster ride. But we've covered that.
Yeah, that candle's, I mean, it's never a good look when you get such rejection, but it's not the end of it if you manage your trade properly.
That's right. I've got the stop loss down to the 1.36 sort of level, so it's got plenty of room to sort of maneuver. Now, what I'll do is, just to finish the trade talk, will be the Aussie dollar. So, and this is interesting. Last night, it actually got into the 80-cent range. The high was 80.222. So, and now it's sort of coming back again to sort of, we'll see though, 80 cents to people who don't really look at the markets much is very significant for the Aussie dollar as a resistance level. So it's pretty important to understand that. And, if you're looking to take a buy on this into the 80 cent, you got to be willing to, it's probably going to get rejected and then it might come back. But, I mean, what's your sort of take on the Aussie dollar and just I mean, it's had pretty good strength.
So, it's really had a push up. Now it's just consolidating, isn't it? So it might bounce between this, I don't know, this 0.173, 0.793 zone, like around about roughly there, and that 80 zone. You might see it just go up and down in that for a bit longer until it decides to get back down. I don't know if it'll get above 80 cents and stay there, Scotty. It's been if you go to the weekly, it's been a while since it's done that.
I just saw your. I've got the Twitter.
It's really stayed above.
It's gonna take. Yeah, you're right. Like
15.
It's going to take some significant developments because the Australian economy is not, gangbusters, but the American economy is sort of, it's going okay, but it's definitely not fantastic as well. So we'll see how it all goes. From a technical standpoint, it is. The markets are just holding and waiting for something to happen. And the stop loss has been moved to break even. I got in at 78.86, so it's already moved over 1 hour. So we'll wait and see. Now, I just have the Twitter page up. I noticed you've put up a new post on you've got the that's the Die Hard movie. It looks like with the crypto situation currently.
Whatever his name was, it.
It is. Oh, and some guys asked us if we're buying Bitcoin, so I'm probably not going to even answer that question.
Just a simple no will do.
I know that for aggressive traders, they're probably seeing this as an opportunity, to buy the dip. But you got to be very, very careful because they're talking about banning in, China and South Korea. I don't know if that's already happened. So it's very testing times right now. And then once that starts, I know Russia, Vladimir Putin's big on it, but apparently that's just to launder money and move, some shady money around. So we'll see how it all. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think 2018 should be a very entertaining year anyway for us to talk about. So we don't trade it. This is a disclaimer, guys. So that's just to get that out of the way before you ask questions. But I think that's nearly wrapped up. Is there anything you want to go over, Connor?
No, that's fine, Scotty. You've done a great job. Again, stellar performance.
Now,
apart from old Spike out the back bar.
Yeah, I know. It was great. That was excellent timing, wasn't it? But guys, check out the Twitter feed. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. I saw in some previous videos, it wasn't Trade Talk related, but someone was, I think it was in Indonesian or something. I tried to use Google Translate and it wasn't really working. So, yeah, I'm going to have to try and work on that. But anyway, guys, please leave a comment and we'll try our very best to get back to you, even if it's on English. So thanks again. Connor, thanks for joining us.
No worries, Scotty. Take care.
And happy trading, everyone. Thanks for watching.